Evening, Edgar. Could I get your professional...
Please speak. But I have...
This strain of flu. It's very different.
Really? What makes you say that?
I've just looked at the blood of one of our recently deceased.
I see. Do you have anything more to go on?
This disease spreads and looks like the Spanish flu, but it's...
This is very interesting. Did you find something else?
Yes. Unlike the flu...
You mean like rabies? Is there a chance we could create...
There's a lot we're not seeing here. But it is...
But Jonathan, we've a fantastic opportunity sitting...
What on earth do you mean?
Why, you, my dear boy. With your expertise and your blood, we could isolate the properties that course through your veins. Think about the possibilities.
I admit it did occur to me. Blood...
I totally agree. We're in uncharted...
We'll discuss this more later. Thank you.
No, thank you, Jonathan.
Yes?
I'm afraid it's your sister.
My sister?
She's to be buried this evening at Whitechapel Cemetery.
I see.
I'm sorry, Jonathan. Please accept my...
I never thought I would have to attend my murdered sister's funeral. Good evening, Milton.
Good evening, Doc. Wise choice, Dr. Reed.
It ain't human! Kill it! I'll put it into you! Die, bloody! Oh, shit, that leech is fast! Easy does it, boys! Deal with this first.
My dear sister, I don't know if I have the strength.
Somebody help! What do you want? Somebody help! What do you want? Somebody help!
Are you all...
I don't know.
They've lost their minds in the epidemic.
You seem to know a lot about them.
I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed.
I am Shaoshun.
Since I can't reveal myself to my mother now, I must find a discreet spot to attend the ceremony. I can't believe I'm doing this.
I am the resurrection and the life. He that believeth in me, though he were dead, yet shall he live. And whosoever liveth and believeth in me shall never die. We commend unto thy hands of mercy, most merciful Father, the soul of our sister departed, and we commit her body to the ground. Earth to earth, ashes to ashes, dust to dust.
Why kill my Mary and stick her here in this cold, god-awful place?
These are the legal requirements for the epidemic, madam.
Avery, I feel so tired. Please take me home.
Yes, madam.
Oh, Mary. What have I done? If I could only change one thing. One thing. This is a nightmare.
Jonathan, there is nothing you can do but accept it.
What brings you here?
I thought you could use the company. I am so sorry for your loss, Jonathan.
She was a good person. Vibrant, full of life. She was kindness incarnate, my Mary.
You're a good person, Jonathan. And a young Ekon. A newborn cast into the night without so much as a candle to guide your way.
She had been scouring the most dangerous parts of London in search of me. And it led to her death.
Jonathan, don't.
I still hear her last thoughts. They echo in my head. Her mind shattered, and it haunts me.
Jonathan, stop. Listen carefully. You must come to terms with this. You must learn to live with what happened.
How is it possible? Tell me. Is it so easy to take a life every night, and then just smile and nod at those you spared?
Don't you see? You're doing the work of our enemies, feeding your remorse. We are weakest when we grieve, and the guilt blurs our senses.
And so this is why you're here. To warn me. You've felt this pain yourself. You too have endured this.
I don't want to lose you, Jonathan. I've lost so many friends. Loved ones I cherished. Pray for Mary's forgiveness, if you must.
Thank you, my lady. I will.
Good. But be careful. If I found you here, others may too.
What should I do then?
St. Mary's Church is not far from here. Go there and make your peace. Find the solace you need.
My lady wants me to confess.
No, Jonathan. It's you who wants to confess, I think.
Off to church he goes, a newborn seeking divine consent to lick the blood from the soft and pointy crown.
Who are you? Make yourself known.
Newborn, you reek of guilt and pointless compassion. Shed your skin, forget your old weaker self.
What do you want from me?
Ascalon does not approve of lone wolves who bring unwanted eyes to our pastures.
So your name is Ascalon?
Ascalon's will is vampire law. Learn them, abide by them, or I shall return as your judge and jury.
These immortals try my patience with their plans and unsolicited counsel.
I ought to have to step back.
This man stunned me with his crucifix. This is not good news.
Yes? What is it that you want?
I'm sorry to disturb you at such a late hour.
No worries, my son. I'm still quite awake, having just returned from a funeral.
Yes, I know. I've forgotten what I wanted. I don't know.
May I help you, child?
I haven't the strength to cross the threshold.
I wish the church is shut by order of the bishop.
You seem to me a good...
There are no secrets from God, my son.
I've words for one departed.
Your eyes burn with rage.
Very well, priest. As you seem quite...
Open your heart, my son. Tell me what...
She was my...
You seem so troubled by the lot...
She has been laid to rest.
I see. And how are you feeling, my son?
I feel...
I have a final question for you, my son.
Ask your question, Vicar.
What would you like her to know?
I killed you. There's no excuse.
You have been heard, my son, and you...
Whatever happened on this dock is between my sister and I. It does not concern God at all.
It's a leech! Kill it! There! There's one of them vermin! Die, vermin!
Remorse and pain are precious when binding you to the earth.
You. I remember you.
Fear be gone. I would harm no child of my making.
This is your doing. You made me. Made me this creature. What are you?
I am the land. You are our champion.
Tell me what you are.
I am the whitened bones and blackened soil. The land made blood coursing through thy veins.
What is it you seek?
This age is sickly. An ancient poison, an older rage, brewed in a cauldron newly forged.
This has something to do with the epidemic.
Seek truth, my champion. Defeat the serpent of knowing with iron spur.
I've had enough of others making decisions for me, pretending to know how I should feel or behave. So the vampire who made me is some sort of disembodied entity? Or was he just... Maybe Edgar can help me with this one.
Daily routine.
God protect us. You've got a leech in the hospital.
Yes, my hospital. My mission is to heal while you go about warring.
You've set the table for a snake. I wonder why there's venom in your food.
I'm growing tired of your song. You're a woodsman, McCullum, not a doctor. Return to your hunt.
Remember, I've a good nose for machinations. I can flare the scent at a mile. You can't hide from the god.
Leave him, Jonathan. This is sacred ground. Neutral territory. And I just had the carpet cleaned. By the sacred stole, this is very bad news. Bad news indeed.
What happened?
The hospital has been attacked. We have injured patients, at least one dead and several missing. This has spiraled out of control. Even the most infirm...
We cannot have the people lose faith.
Of course, you're right. But we
You mentioned a dead patient.
She, Jonathan.
Very well.
I know this place means something to you. I have noticed how you suppress your appetite when around the staff and...
You need to know you can trust me.
I do, dear fella.
Please then, tell me.
Sure.
So Hampton became more beast than man.
Exactly. And now Guard of Prewen suspect...
Do you really believe they would come for us here? In such a public venue?
McCullum is a fanatic. The Guard...
Very well. Since I brought Mr. Hampton here,
Sean Hampton lives and breathes for the well-being of his flock. There's no other place he would go but the docks. It seems the Frewen are redoubling their patrols in the district. I must be more careful.
Vicious bugger in it! Die, vermin! See them fancy clothes? This one's a top! Weapons ready! We found one! Where are you? That's it! Vicious bugger! See them fancy clothes?
Braille. I need someone who can read this.
Are you all...
I'm not sure that's any of you.
I hope you realize that staying...
Ah! I'm not afraid of these guards.
I wasn't specifically referring to them, but are you...
They took my boy! I've had no news.
I see. But as I said, you're...
Well, this part of town used to be...
There is a name engraved under the blood on the back of the case. Jack Gillingham. Maybe I should return this watch to his family.
Why the long face, Doctor?
Is it all that worries you, Sean?
This is a blessing for me, to become a Skal. Immortality gives me...
Since you left Pembroke, the amount of blood that has been shed...
Ask what you will. As the Lord is my shepherd.
Why return here?
This is my home. These people are my flock. You will all...
Wonders never...
And what of you? A vampire doctor? Meals laid out before...
And what about William Bishop? He...
Alas, poor William. He had a good soul.
Aren't you afraid of...
We are blessed, Doctor. Can't you see it? The Lord has made us able to walk amongst the plague and aid those that need it.
But you must...
No, not your scripture. Whoso eateth my flesh...
Do you think this is a blessing when God's own house and holy symbols repel you?
If that...
Why did you kill Miss Jones at the Pembroke Hospital?
Killed old...
So you claim Miss Jones' death was not by your hand?
Though Harriet was an angry, spiteful woman, she...
But you were close?
Of course. But she was lost. Separated from the fold.
People have been murdered. I've seen...
Have a little faith, Doctor.
How do you plan to do that?
Take this key of the...
I will not look kindly on you if you're trying to trick...
I'll be here when you return. If you still think I'm a threat then... We shall have a good chat later, Dr. Reed.
There's no need to... Show me what...
I cannot enter.
Pleasure.
Good evening, Miss.
Hello again, Dr.
Can I...
As long as you have money, I'll show you.
Good evening.
Hello again.
Can I see...
As long as you have...
Filthy fucking beast! Want some of this? Murdering bastard! Listen to us! God walks with me! Murdering bastard!
It's locked. That doesn't work. So that's it. These wheels control the water level. That doesn't work. That doesn't work. should shut properly now. I have this thirst for blood.
These maggots have escaped the wrath of Ascalon for too long. It is time to purge the sewers of their filth.
You again! The one they call the sewer dog.
Hold your tongue, newborn, or I'll crush you like a maggot.
You've let the beast consume you.
Finally! A touch of lucidity. So learn to respect the laws of Ascalon! I am Purple Banshee, the hand that crushes all! Whence you vanished, I'll slaughter these scalds while singing your name! Dare challenge the dictates of us? And thine shall be a fair skull to adorn. I should tear them apart and spill my blood to the pissing wells. Down, stay down. Return to your... For apothecary and needles. Power you cannot comprehend. Your blood is now mine. I I shall crush you. Foolish Ekon! Return to your apothecary and needles.
At least one skull escaped Fergal's wrath. How could he have made it this far? There's blood everywhere.
Safe we are, still. Drink now.
Bless you, Bridget.
This isn't the blood of a vampire, but it will quench your thirst. This is our domain, not yours.
Wait, I saved you from this creature. That must count for something.
Thank you. Now go. Go back to the streets and houses. There is no love lost between us, vampire. But thank you.
Sean Hampton sent me here. I believe he wanted me to find you. Who are you?
If you must know, they call me Old Bridget. And this shelter is where we live.
I'm Jonathan Reed. I'm a newborn Ekon. I'm afraid I'm not sure what's going on.
I shall not bend a knee, young Ekon. But I sense your pain. Ask, and I will afford you my attention.
So was it you that Sean Hampton sent me to find?
Perhaps. The sad saint was always kind.
Sean is a Skal. All those I've encountered...
Maybe because he is the sad saint.
Sean killed a patient of mine.
If you refer to Harriet, she is now among us.
Harriet Jones is alive. That's it. That's the proof Sean wanted me to find. I must talk to her.
No. Harriet is not alive.
I don't understand.
She is filled with bile and hate. Her mind is sharp as a tack, but her body is so weak.
Thank you. I will bear that in mind.
Eternal gratitude for your protection, Master.
How is London? I've not seen beyond these walls.
Are you all right, sir?
I could ask you the same question. Don't you know this is...
I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed. I'm...
Oh, really? Well, go investigate some...
I beg your pardon.
I said go. For fuck... I'm safe here. Do you...
Sir,
I'm safe.
I see.
Do you think...
Hello, Harriet. Do you recognize me?
Yes, you were from the Pembroke Hospital. The young.
I've so many questions I need to ask you, Harriet.
I love questions.
How do you feel?
I can't see. I can't move.
Have you tried to eat?
People here tried to feed me.
Does the pain ever stop?
It is not pain I feel. It's like...
Your room, the blood.
to see if I would be mourned.
Why flee?
Oh, it's always a pleasure to see us.
Do you take pleasure in...
Nobody gave a damn about me. Not a tear
Why did you come here?
And why not? This is where I live.
Will you respect old Bridget?
Bridget is kind. She only needs to...
So you design...
Yes, I'm with my own kind. Bird...
I have a question of the utmost importance to ask. Will you answer?
Questions, questions, questions.
Do you remember what you did after leaving the hospital? Did you kill anyone?
First, a question from me. You answer first.
Very well, then. What do you want to know?
Are you like me? Are you also dead?
We are not dead, Harriet. Death no longer pertains to us. We are...
I like what I am. I truly do. I relish the pain that courses through me.
I know you fled the hospital with Sean Hampton.
Did you or Sean kill anyone in your flight?
I will not lie. I wanted blood, and I want...
You sought vengeance by your own hand, and...
I don't lie. I saw him near the...
Who was that man? The one murdered...
He used to be my landlord.
Shadows? Tell me what you saw.
The shadows, they heard me and answered. Something in the deep darkness. Quick, deadly.
And these shadows, this presence, do you still hear it?
It spoke only to me. And now it is silent, but it is born of hatred. And it will kill again. And it hates you, Doctor. Oh, it hates you.
What makes you say that?
It whispered your name.
Questions about me? What did you say?
Nothing, Doctor. I said nothing. There was nothing it didn't already know.
Have you found the answers you were looking for, young Ekon?
There-
Get to know us. Spend time with us. And I...
Why do you live here? Amongst the filth?
Live. Here we hide.
What are you hiding from?
From the guilt, the shame.
Why don't you leave the city? Hide somewhere far from...
We are the sewer skulls. This is our domain.
Your diction.
True. I'm not like most skulls.
You were once someone else. What happened to you? Can I be of...
We ask but one thing.
For how long have you been in hiding here?
Skulls have been hiding under London since vampires first...
Where did you hide before the sewers?
We claimed ancient tunnels, forgotten...
What manner of creature is Harriet?
I really don't know. I'm not even certain she's a skull.
What is a skull, in fact, in your honest opinion?
The progeny of a vampire, disavowed by her maker. Perhaps a fruitless branch of a noble tree. A word used to enslave us. I cannot say.
You mentioned that vampire blood has tremendous potency.
The vampire's sweet blood.
I thank you for your time, madam.
Your kindness has been ample payment, Egon. To protect us, I'll close the access to our hideout, but you can use a...
Thank you. It's locked, all right.
Old Bridget says you are one to trust.
cannot enter.
Your place is not here.
It's locked, all right. This is despicable. I cannot enter. It's locked.
Welcome back, Dr. Reed. Would you like to take communion with me now?
Sean, are you eating raw flesh?
It is the sacred flesh of the mortal lamb. Our Lord's bountiful transmutation for the sustenance of his believers. Thank you, Lord. I am your most humble servant.
So, true to your word, you waited for my return.
I told you, Dr. Reed, I was a man to be trusted. Did you have words with the poor Harriet?
You make no distinction between the living and the scars, do you?
We are God's children, Dr. Reed. One and all. And he's determined to save us.
What will be the result if you continue to assist both Skulls and the living?
For the last decade, that's what's been happening. And they found a better life.
You're forgetting the epidemic. Things can go south very quickly. I've seen it.
Oh, these are terrible times. Only those pure of heart shall prevail.
You've turned Skull now. Don't you see the danger?
We are all sinners, awaiting salvation. This is a simple truth, ordained by the Lord Almighty.
Does this place belong to you? How can you be so certain you can keep it open?
This warehouse was once property of the Dawson family, but has been bequeathed me through donation.
The Dawsons? The wealthiest family in London? Have they a clue as to what goes on here?
Not at all. The donation was made before the war. The building was run down. I never met Aloysius Dawson myself.
So you have the run of the place and no one's taken notice?
As long as we keep to ourselves, we interest no one. This is a haven, and I pray it remains so for eons to come.
Harriet, Miss Jones has been behaving in a most violent manner. She's going to need special attention.
That's precisely the reason I brought her here. To meet old Bridget. She's the guide Harriet requires.
Who is this?
I don't know, Doctor. She rarely speaks of her past, but I know she has a long one. She's likely the oldest soul in the city.
Harriet is possessed by her hatred. You cannot let her roam free. She's dangerous.
She has joined her own kind, Doctor. Old Bridget is a saint to the younger Skulls, guiding them to salvation and peaceful existence.
I believe I've learned all I need to know. I'm certain you've killed no one, but one day I believe you'll cross the line.
Logic is a false prophet. Faith is the only path to salvation.
What do you mean?
We have been blessed with God's eternity. We are the instruments of His divine will. We shall feed the hungry forever and ever. Amen.
I will strive to emulate your merciful nature, Sean, but it's a difficult pledge to make.
Give yourself over to God, Doctor. Expel your urges and kneel before the Lord in praise.
These urges. You know the hunger will never be satisfied.
I've come to embrace the everlasting craving. I have sworn to feed only upon the flesh of the dead. It is now my sacrament. Take, eat. This is my body. So saith the Lord.
My discoveries. Vampire blood would enhance your metabolism, perhaps even heal you. If what old Bridget says is true, I'll give you some of mine.
I'd rather not. It would be extremely awkward.
You have no choice, Sean. It's the only way to protect your chetl, those still amongst the living.
No, Dr. Reed. God made me this way. Who am I to disobey His will?
You believe that God's plan was for you to be abandoned at birth.
The Lord works in mysterious ways.
I can't imagine God intended for you to be molested by a priest in an orphanage. Drink, friend.
No.
I said kneel and drink. Now.
Another corpse. I know this brooch. This is my mother's. A birthday gift. "29 Pretty Orchard Street." That's near... It's locked.
You...
Did you see what just happened?
No, I didn't.
Really? Why is that?
Because...
Well,
Glad to...
did you see what?
No. I was coming back to...
You saw nothing at all?
No. I told...
A woman scream. Are you
Of course. It was terrifying.
Goodbye. Good evening, Mr.
Dr. Reed.
Did you see...
Actually, yes.
Why is it that...
You didn't see it. He was dead before he...
Who could have...
Who? Well, a vampire, of course.
Good...
You leeches be killing.
Over there! There's one of them vermin!
29 Pretty Orchard Street. This is it. What's in there for me? There's been a fight here. This window was shattered with violent force. Someone's been pulled through it and dragged through the street. Who could have done that? Where does this blood trail lead?
Are you deaf? Stupid beast!
You're surprising. Occasionally.
There's one of them! Watch yourselves! Strong, brother!
I have this thirst for blood. The marks on this woman's neck were made by the fangs of a vampire. Only a golden watch in her pockets. This is... Her shoes and clothes are...
I see you.
Right then. It's a sick game. But given no choice in the matter, I might as well win it.
Good evening, Milt.
Good evening, Doctor.
I'd like...
Wise choice, Dr. Reed.
Good evening.
Good evening. Wise choice, Doctor. Perhaps I should have considered the offer from that Callaghan fellow.
hospital. A pigsty with smell better.
Trust the leech, boys!
Jonathan!
What was that? I won't let you escape. You're very fast, but I'll catch you. They've all been butchered. I can still sense a presence. It's locked.
This man's far too old to be Samuel. No. By the look of his clothes, this man's a docker. This is despicable.
What have you done?
Vicar Larrabee, what happened?
Demon! Hell Scourge! Son of perdition!
Vicar! Jonathan's no demon. He's just a soul. Returned from the dead. Like your Christ, Vicar.
Mary, is it really you?
Oh, it's me, all right. Precious brother.
What is Mother doing here?
I'm gathering the family for a final reunion. All smiling, all dead. Thanks to the good Dr. Reed.
Mary.
Mother, say hello to your son.
Hello, Jonathan.
Mother,
What do we have here, Mother? The prodigal son has lost his tongue. Our Jonathan always had the first and last word at dinner. The entertainer, the star of our show.
I'm sorry. Let me explain.
Shut up. It's my turn to do the talking. I have this nasty hole in my chest, Johnny. It needs to breathe.
Of course. You can speak.
My prayers went so long without an answer. My husband, killed in France. My child, carried away by the flu. My brother promising to return in his letters, then disappearing in thin air. I went from hospital to hospital. Cemetery to cemetery. Grave to grave. I've lifted every stone in London, searching for an end to the nightmare. And there you were. In front of me. On a dark pier.
The hunger had taken me.
The joy to have finally found you. I longed for your arms, a final happy ending to so much tragedy, to tell me all would be well again, as you did when we were children. It was this filthy dock where you greeted your sister. I dug a tunnel from my grave with my fingers and teeth.
Mary, I thought I had murdered you. I tried to end myself. We've been through the same horror.
We are a disease, Jonathan. A sickness that corrupts all it touches. All we kiss, and all we kill. Look at me. Admire your ilk.
I'm so sorry.
Apologies will not suffice. I demand reparation. I want a miracle. Are you a miracle worker, Dr. Reed? No? I'll show you mine then. The family Reed, reunited and complete, living forever in a red sea of eternal love. Time to go, Mother. Say hello to my son for
Mary,
me.
wait. I have made friends with vital knowledge. Vampires. We are not alone, Mary. With time, we can learn to live almost as we lived before.
How long?
What?
How long will this masquerade continue? I've been watching you. All these nights in Whitechapel, pretending you're still a doctor. You believe you're just fighting a disease. But it's you, the disease. Jonathan, you!
I'm a scientist. I'll find a solution. Let our mother go, please.
You're always the one to sway me to reason, Jonathan, but before your motivations were always pure. Now you're tainted.
Let her go! She has no part to play in this.
Very well. Have you heard our good doctor? You can go home, Mother. Go home and rest in peace.
Yes, I'll go home and rest.
It's so easy to make them obey or forget, puppets for our pleasure. I've seen you have your fun.
You are mad.
So that's what I am, Doctor. Mad. I was beginning to wonder. I've been hearing these voices in my head, one in particular, that of my dead brother. This is the reason I must kill you. Not for your betrayal. Not for our poisonous kiss. Not even for the lies you tell yourself. No. It's so that smooth and wicked voice will stop ringing in my ear.
Mary. No, don't!
Time to die, brother. And this time for good. You left me to rot in this grave! What have you done, abomination? Assassin! Kiss me again, sweet brother. Kinslayer! Come to me, Jonathan. You've killed me, brother! Kinslayer! Rest in peace, monster. Assassin! What have you done? You've spared the precious Nurse Crane, but not your own Mary. Rest in peace, monster. Give me your blood, priest. Their final thoughts are just to die for. kiss me again, sweet brother. Come to me, Jonathan. Jonathan, kill him. Revel in your true nature. Rest in peace, monster. You've spared the precious Nurse Crane, but not your own Mary. You killed Kiss Me Again, sweet brother. Assassin! Come to me, Jonathan. Kiss me again. Jonathan. Well, brother, it's time to bring this conversation to an end. Forever.
You know I will not play this game.
Calm now, Doctor. Like a rabid dog. Or think you're performing an autopsy.
Don't be ridiculous.
I'll kill them all. The kind Dr. Swansea. The sweet little lass with hair of red. I am the Harbinger, bringing your punishment.
Mary.
Don't you see? This is not me. Flesh that never ages. All nightmare, no dream. Bring it to a close. Let me sleep.
I will find a cure, Mary. I swear it.
Then, at last, I can forgive you.
Blood. As I shed one last red tear for my fallen sister, I realize the entire world now revolves around this singular word. The epidemic that has stricken London is not the Spanish flu. It is transmitted through the blood, via violent biting, turning survivors into frenzied immortals. I am Dr. Jonathan Reed. I am a vampire, born anew into an age of death and pestilence. While plotting factions close in around me, I am sworn to find the source of this epidemic. I am convinced greater perils are still to come. I know the answers I seek are hiding in our blood.